from Spiritual Thoughts. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here to explain the Ohm symbol, which is right behind me right here. I've gotten requested a lot to explain the Ohm symbol and what it means and its origins, so we will dive right in. The Ohm symbol is a very sacred symbol and sound seen in Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, and a lot of other amazing religions. This symbol is so ancient and it's been around a long time. A lot of people have a lot of different meanings for this symbol or sound, which is just Om, and also it can be spelled quite a few different ways, so I will break all of that down. So if you're looking at it from a Hinduism point of view, Om is basically the most sacred symbol and sound ever. It represents everything in existence, all of the universe, and it's basically the sound of creation and everything in the universe manifesting. It also refers to the self and the higher power, which could be the universe or God or whatever that you want to think about. So basically Om represents the entirety of everything, of consciousness, of matter, of space, time, every dimension. It really encapsulates all of that into one sound. So a common way to see it written is just OM, and while that's correct, the traditional way that I've usually seen it written is AUM. So each of these have a meaning. So the A, or the ah sound that you create, represents birth or the start of something. And obviously with the sound, it's the start of the sound. But within a deeper meaning, it could mean the start of life, a new birth, a new chapter, anything like that. The U, or the oo sound that you hear, which really vibrates throughout your heart, that is life. That is creativity and action and everything in the middle of life and death, or creation and destruction. So the oo sound that you hear is just the middle of everything, kind of like how life is. All of the action happens in the middle. The M at the end, or the sound that you hear, represents destruction or the ending of things or death, since it's the ending of the sound. And really when you hold the sound out, the sound of the Om, you really feel it vibrate in your throats and your mouth and your chest, and that vibration can really help to clear out any old blockages and bring destruction to any of the things that are holding you back. So that's why I really love the sound of Om. Now there's a fourth sound that is also there, and it's silence. And it comes after the end and before the beginning. So if you were to repeat the mantra Om over and over, there would be a moment of silence in between, and this represents reflection. This is the middle part where you gather your thoughts and you begin to start again. And it's right after the sound fades away, and it's just pure silence, nothingness. Now aside from how it's spelled, the way that it actually looks like this is kind of confusing to a lot of people, and besides from the fact that it is obviously a different language from English and it's just a symbol that most people haven't seen before, it doesn't really mean anything when you first look at it. But doing more research and learning about it is so interesting, and how each of the little branches and parts of the symbol have different meanings. So I will break that down right now. So I'll move to the side so you can see this big one. So the first part that I want to start out with is this big curve right here. This is the waking state, and it represents basically the consciousness that we're in most of the time. This is where all of our senses are turned outward and we're experiencing the outside world through our senses. So this is obviously what most of us spend most of the time in, unless you're always in deep meditation or sleeping or something. But yeah, this is representing our daily life and everything that comes with experiencing the outside world and reality. The curve right above it, which is this one, represents the sleeping state or the unconscious state. So this is obviously when we're sleeping, but it's different from dreaming. This is when we are in a deep sleep with no dreams, we have no desires, we're experiencing nothing. It is very similar to the moment after the M sound in the Om, when there's just reflection and it's nothingness and just pure silence. This curve that comes out here, which is sometimes connected and sometimes there's a little space right here and it's not connected. It's really all on preference, but that represents the dreaming state. So when we're in our dreams and in our own minds exploring the reality that exists within each of us, that is what that little curve represents. The next thing I want to talk about is the dot that is above that little curve right there. That dot represents enlightenment or bliss or happiness or whatever that you want to label it. It basically represents everything that we are striving for as human beings and the peak of what our emotions can bring us. You're neither looking outwards nor inwards. You're experiencing everything as it is and as it happens in the now. And the last part of the Ohm symbol is the curve underneath, which is considered Maya or illusion. So that curve is what blocks us from experiencing essentially ultimate bliss, which is the dot at the top. So this curve can come in the form of people in your life or habits or things that are just blocking you from being your highest self. It's the illusion that is put before our eyes in society and all of those things that keep us from bliss and enlightenment and nirvana. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Leave in the comments below any questions that you have. I'll definitely make a second part to this in the future. And also leave in the comments any of your thoughts or any things that you also know about this beautiful and ancient sacred symbol. I'm sending you guys all of my love, and I'll see you in the next one.